Welcome back to the channel. I have in the channel the video of the game night Magic the Gathering edition from 2018, but I also own the game night free-for-all from 2022. Not sure if this is going to be a reprint of the same decks, I hope not, but I haven't opened it and it's time for me to go through what is inside this product. Basically, if you are not aware, this Pentagon kind of box, it includes 5 decks which are thematic for every color, and it's a product you just pick, take the deck, fight against an opponent, and that's it. No construction, no drafting, no nothing. It's just have fun. Take one deck and have fun. So let's see what is inside game night. And I'm curious about if this has to do with the decks inside, because I think there's an Harry Potter kind of deck, Goblin deck, Homunculus deck, Elves deck, Fairies deck. Is that how you read this cover? Let's figure it out together. So it says 2 to 5 players in the box, but I'm not sure if this is intended to be also a multiplayer kind of experience. It says here one-on-one bouts or multiplayer melees. So the only multiplayer rules that I'm aware is Commander, and this is not a Commander product. These are 60 card decks. So to be honest, I don't know exactly how multiplayer works on 60 card decks. So let's see if we also find those rules inside. Because after starting to play Commander, I don't remember how multiplayer worked before. Okay, so we have here a play guide, which will be our help to understand. There's something here that comes out. Let's see what it is. Okay, welcome to game night. Content, tokens, setup, choose your deck, get ready, let's play. 2 players. The starting player skips their first draw. 3 to 5 players. Each player, including the starting player, draws a card on their first turn. On each player, first mulligan, you don't have to return a card. Okay. Okay, you can tap multiple opponents, so it's like Commander. It's the same thing. Anytime a card refers an opponent, it means any of the other players. That's it. It's like, yeah, there's no attack on the left or something like that. You can attack whatever you want. That's cool. That makes it simple indeed. Okay. And they include some options of deck building. So what are the decks here? So we start with the white one, Glorious Combat, where we have command a well-horned army with aggressive white deck, deploy small creatures, equipments, okay, Angels of Light, so very similar to the other deck. The other deck didn't have equipment, so this is something new coming here. But we'll see some flying, angels, and items. Then political trickery. Tricks on your opponent, reactive blue deck, use the goad mechanic. So yeah, these decks look different from before. They look more complex indeed with these mechanics like goading, etc. Not that super simple. Dark sacrifice. Okay, sacrifice your creatures for there's really a theme here, a combo here, sacrificing. I don't see the word zombie, so this is not, there's zombie there, but it's not focused on zombies. Yeah, cool. So another deck, Draconic Fury, dragons, which is cool. The other deck was, the previous game night was goblins, so finally a dragon theme deck, which is cool to see. And then Boundless Elves. I see Llanowar, but I see lots of elves, so this is a tribal of elves with an overrun. Cool. So it's gonna be elves, maybe some tokens, and then you overrun your opponent. That's really cool. Then there's this is a manual for Magic. This video is not intended to be a how to play, so you can figure it out yourself reading this. But I'm already happy that the themes of the decks are very different from from one box to the other. They were not just doing a reprint of the previous edition. Okay, so there's a paper here. So this is the tokens, the +1 tokens, and then this is where you put the dice, because yeah, there are some dice that come with this, one for each color, and these look different from what we are used to. First of all, the 20 is not that special icon. The previous edition it was the magic symbol that, and the fonts here, they look different. They look bigger. I like the other dice. These ones don't look like magic dice. Okay, here you put the counters, and that's what you have. This pentagon insert with the 5 decks. I'm not sure if you can sleeve. I haven't tried it yet, the sleeve, but there's some empty space here. I'm not sure what is the volume of 60 penny sleeves. Okay, let's start with the green one. So the Boundless Elves, very speed creatures. Well, we saw like elves, but here it seems like the deck will have very big creatures. No spells almost, and complexity 0. Complexity 0. I'm surprised with the power of the creatures on an elves deck. So this is gonna be a ramp deck to get to the big boys. Okay, some help guide. We have the tokens in the front, which I don't know which ones will be required here with the deck. Elf, dragon, demons. So between the birds and the demon, or between the dragons and elves, I guess we have an answer. Okay, so Immeril, Alfami Elite. This is the symbol. So the previous edition, before I continue to scroll, is that most of the cards were from Magic 19. So not all the cards are unique for this set. Let's see what they've done here. So we normally, in the other one, we started with the exclusive cards. The Beast Whisper, Elvish Archdruid, and Race Forerunners, Immaculate Magistrate, Torn Lieutenant, okay, Elvish Rejuvenator, Visionary. Okay, so far all the cards are Game Night. So far, Llanowar Tribe. Looks like it, yes. Yeah, even these that also existed before. Elven Ambush. Okay, yeah, that's good. So everything apparently is Game Night. Even the lands are exclusive to Game Night. Forest, yeah, that's cool. That's good. That's a good thing. Positive thing. So you are paying for a product that really brings unique cards, exclusive cards for the set. Okay, now Draconic Fury, creatures also powerful. Which were the beasts on the other one? I'm not sure. Spells, complexity, and some speed. The goblin deck would be faster, but anyway. The tokens, which between the treasures and the zombies, I hope that the treasures are the one. Nogi the Draco Zealot, legendary kobolds that gives discount to dragons. Hellkite, this is gonna be dragons all day here. Dragon, Flame Beast, Null Spine, Shivan Dragon, Crucible of Fire, Dragon Egg, Hatchling, Dragon Mage. What's the speed of this deck? It's half too. Okay. With so many dragons, not being the slowest. Furnace Whelp, Goblin Motivator, Kargan the Dragon Rider, Rapacious Dragon, Howling Golem, Abrade, Blaze, direct damage on X cost, that's rare to see. Oh, Lightning Bolt, quickest way to kill someone. Mana Geyser, Seize the Spoils, Vow of Lightning, and we get the lands. Mountain. So all fans of dragons could be happy, because this is something that was expected since the first game night with thematic decks. Now, the graveyard deck. it gives a complexity of 4 out of 5 probably. Lots of creatures. Graveyard deck, you need to really, it's not the best strategy for starters because you need to think, you need to think a bit out of the box, right? You need to think about not putting things into play, but how to make sure the powerful things go to your graveyard in order to come back easily. Soldiers and angels and zombies, probably the zombies is the one. Vogar, Necropolis Tyrant. Okay. Demon of Loathing. The Grave Waker. Return target creature card from your grave to the battlefield tapped for 7. For 7. When priest enters the battlefield, create a 5/5 black demon. 5/5 black demon. There's no token for that. Where's the black? So the tokens are not. Where's the demon? Is it from another deck? We saw the demon and you need to mix the tokens. I think I saw a demon. Not here on the green one. I saw a demon. I don't think I'm crazy. Elf. There it is, the 5/5. That explains. So this card needs to be used on the other deck. So yeah, not sure how these things are organized, but I knew I've seen a demon there. So the tokens are cross-used among decks or something like that. Where were we? Here on the Priest of the Blood Rite. V's Broker of Blood. American Embrace, Liliana's Mastery, Bushmeat Poacher. Okay, we see some classic zombie cards here as well. It's impossible to have black without the zombie. This guy was also part of a zombie deck from previous year. Chupacabra, the skeletons, Doomblade. What's happening here? It's the blade cutting. Zoom. Moan of the Unhallowed. Creates the zombies. This deck is similar to the previous one. From the previous Game Night edition. Very similar. These are very similar. Would these decks be balanced against each other? Or is there some deck that is completely OP compared? That's a good question, right? Or even if you mix with other Game Night or other dual decks or something. Well, the dual decks, I know they've been released in different years, so the power creep makes its effect. Okay, so complexity 5 on blue, which was something that I expected. Elf Warrior, Demon, Maybe Insidious Singer. That's a siren that goads. So there comes the goading. Creatures your opponent control attack each combat if able. Yeah. Okay. Plea of Power. Pull from Tomorrow. Angler Drake. Flying creatures. Some more folks. Fogbank. Illusory Embusher. Homunculus. So there's an Homunculus from the box. Murmuring Mystic. Seagate Oracle. 2. The Goblin. Counterspell. 1 counterspell. Fanfiction. Impulse. Ripples. Runaway Together. Split Decision. Talrand's Evocation. Vow of Flight. Bloodthirsty Blade. And Lands. Lands. And did we saw the tokens? Demon. Oh, there's a demon here as well. So yeah, 2 demons already. Well, only the white one is left. The white deck, which has angels and what's happening. Let's take the white one out. So very fast, powerful creatures, spells, and complexity is 0. Complexity is 0. This plastic is a bit different from what normally the plastic is. They should adopt the Lorcan approach, which is only paper. Elf Warriors, Drake, and then we have an Angel as the best card in the set. Zamriel, Seraph of Steel. As long as it is your turn, equip creatures have indestructible. Whew! That's good. That's the Cloud's ability on these Final Fantasy new sets. Captain of the Watch. Avonlea Blade Master, an angel with 2 blades there. Double strike with each sword. Argentum armor, so we get lots of equipments here. Moonseal Spear, the Sword of Vengeance. Banisher Priest. Danita, Kapashan Paragon. Forbidding Spirit. Kitesail Apprentice. Core Duelist. Double strike if it's equipped. Lots of cores. I'm from the time where the cores were the ones that redirected the damage between themselves, paying 0. That was so far away. That was Exodus. Exodus, I think. Come on. Yeah, those were the cores. Sarah Angel, classic here. And Cecil Braid, more equipments. Removal, Strength 4 Arms. Another removal. More removals, that's cool. Enchantments. And more artifacts, more equipments. Yeah, this is a powerful deck. And the planes. So this is angels flying, indestructibles. Yeah. And I forgot to put this. I like this one. I like this product. It really, although if you're a Commander fan, this is useless. But I'm not a Commander fan. I'm a Magic fan, and there are different contexts for play Magic. And this one, I have space in my life to play with it, pre-con decks. So I'm really happy with this. And if you're so happy with this video as well, don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing. So I have a big playlist dedicated to Magic the Gathering, as well as for all the other major card games out there in the market, as well as board games. And I also have the podcast in the channel called The Table Talks, where I'm interviewing people to get to know their projects, their profiles, their stories, while playing board games online with them. So I definitely think that you'll find interesting content in the channel to consider subscribing and to be part of this community. And thank you very much, and I hope to see you on the next videos. Goodbye.